One like and nobody in here. That's odd. What's going on, guys? Coming to you from I think it's Rotary Park. Yeah, Rotary Park. What's going on, News Now, South Florida? I had a whole plan, as you probably read in the chat earlier. Oh, I say chat, but the group text. To do this whole public records thing and let people ask questions. Got in there for like 3 or 4 minutes and nobody was there. So I was like, maybe I just better edit a video because nobody's interested. Or maybe it was at the wrong time of day. I did it about, 16, 20 hours. What's up, Dr. Sean Berry? What's up, Tampa Cop Watch? I do have the mount and everything here ready. There was a lot of traffic on the scanner. Right around shift change. It's all kind of shit going on, but to just ride around with you guys attached on that mount, I'm pretty sure the video would come out like this. So I was kind of just had it mounted while listening in, and I heard a trespass, a signal 22 where they were ending up fighting, so a disturbance that turned into a fight and traffic accident. You know, just your normal run-of-the-mill stuff. So how's everybody doing today? Yeah, 1620, you got it, Tampa Cop Watch. I figured it had been perfect timing. Maybe everybody would have been taking a break and on their phones, but boy, was I wrong. You got some local skaters here putting it down on the skate park. I used to live in a town next to here called Auburndale. And my little brother was a skater when he was like in high school. He used to tear it up on the little park over there. Is it really? Where you're at, Tampa Cop Watch, or like everywhere? Is that like a statewide thing? How's it? You told me about this a little bit last time, but I forgot. I know it's where a bunch of MFers go ride bikes and stuff, and people who drive hate it because they drive, and everybody who drives hates people on bikes because, you know, it's only about you in the world, you know? Whoever you are is the center of the universe. Critical mass is worldwide. Okay, well, I actually didn't. I mean, we have lots of bicyclists out here anyway. But I didn't see anything crazy looking. So yeah, if you get down with your house shoes, come over here and do that. You got places for your kids to play over there. Actually, this is the same spot. The first push of subscribers that I got when the Radical Reactor shared one of my early videos. I came out here to thank everybody, so it's kind of like a nostalgic spot. They have different times where they have a bunch of bicyclists out doing it, but I don't know if it's like a metropolitan city. But we also have like Tiger's World, which is a local gym that I guess Tiger's the guy that owns the local gym, and all the people that work out at his place will be running around, you know, around by where I live and stuff. So, but if you guys want to move around a little bit, we can. Let's get you hooked up here. Start with a walk because it's gonna get shaky. Letting you know that. going on again, Ethan? Long time no see. It was like what? Has been 24 hours, maybe 12. I had heard a lot of radio traffic on the scanner app, which they seem to have added a few more channels to. So I don't know if there's more people streaming off of Broadcastify or what. Do you really need bleachers to watch people play horseshoes? I never see people out here playing that shit, so. But, yeah. If I get going too much, I won't be able to read any of the chat, so, I mean, there's nothing going on. Obviously, I can't listen to the scanner and be live at the same time, so. Do you decide? Just keep running it, or turn it off and wait till something happens? Yeah, the actual 360 cam I have works really well on the bike because I think it actually has a stabilizer in it, but anytime I've rode the bike and had that on the mount, the video comes out pretty damn decent. Take us for a ride. All right, you ready, Shaky? You know it. Seriously, every time in my head, all I can think about is, who are you? I know who you are. I'm Tampa Cop Watch. That shit was good. What's up, Rob? Rob's modded. Tampa Cop Watch, I have to get you in there, like swimwear, at some point in time. Sorry, like I said, it's shaky. I'm going to try to hold the mount a little bit, see if that helps. Doing a ollie. Oh yeah, it was a kickflip. What's up, man? So it's probably a little better if I like hold the top of the clip, but still, like, let me show you how shitty our roads are out here. Like, this is the kind of shit I'm riding on. This is our tax dollars at work, guys. Now, it was very superhero-like how you had said it on scene when we were out there. Just an observation. Did anybody check out the intro video that I put out? I'm still trying to get some feedback on that. Yeah, 16:20. I try to go live and nobody knows what the hell is going on, and now we're putting beer emojis and shit all up in here. Yeah, and if they didn't like double cash in and stuff, right? Might be extra money for these roads, and you guys wouldn't have to be all shaky riding around with me. So, but yeah, I made an intro video inspired by a song by Granddaddy South, and I actually linked his Instagram and Facebook, and then you can go see the listen to the whole song. I put an iCard in there for that too. And I've just been trying to like promote my stuff on my Facebook pages and Instagram. Not so much Instagram because I haven't really been messing with that one too much. Yeah, the messages are crazy. That was the nosy ass town folk that he was talking about. and then the redneck ass sheriff. But I'm knowing that they got a job to do, but why should I let them stop what I gotta do? You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, he's like, y'all crackers come up in my neighborhood acting like it's y'all's, got your hands all in my drawers. And that pretty much happened to me too. So everything happens for a reason. It was speaking to me. I actually woke up this morning and got coffee, hit up the dude that I met yesterday, which he's in Detroit, or he just landed in Detroit. Cool ass dude. I told him to try to look up Joe Cool. But wasn't really shit happening. Ran into an officer, met him. If I see him sitting around, I usually pull up, except for like last night when I already knew pretty much the officers who they were. I mean, they were gonna leave at some point quickly anyway, as they usually do. But this guy actually, I don't think knew me. Joe Cool is awesome. I remember the first time that I think it was Big Nick South Florida Accountability shared his video, and I watched that shit and was blown away. See, I always wish that I could talk to people like that, but well, not that I can't. It's just you gotta push me a little further before I just go ham like he can get. But that's my dude there. One of my favorite lines by Joe Cool. I ain't seen you at Thanksgiving dinner. Who the fuck is you? You know what I mean? I try to quote people that I like, different things. That's why I named a video quote of Rice Krispie. I try to give credit where credit is due, man, because I mean, we're all here for each other. We're supposed to be, or at least that's the way I see it. But I have played with my nieces and nephew in this park many a time. Came out and had little parties and stuff like that. Actually, I can show y'all where I might have did that one time already. Show y'all where I used to live when I was like in high school and shit. The house isn't there. It was built in like 1910. They tore it down, so they're turning it into other stuff now. But you know how it goes. I got a friend that used to live in these apartments right here too. Looks like I'm getting sprinkled on. Got to time this right. See how this works out for me. Oh, of course the car's not. Did it without getting soaked. So the apartment or the little house that, what's up, Fresno? From Fresno, California. I can't really read the screen. I need to turn my brightness up. I'm scared if I do that too much, then my battery gonna die. Oh, it's Heike. Yeah, I know who that is. So this house here has been there forever. But we're doing all that construction stuff. They used to have a big 2-story house that was built in 1910. Like the room that I was in was like all slanted and shit and had shag carpet. And then what was really weird is I moved away for years and then I came back, and then the guy that I was working with ended up living in that same house like years after me. To the point like we could describe it. There should be a picket fence somewheres around here where guy that I know stays at, or he told me that's what to look for. I gave him my number. I said, if you see anything that looks like fishy or somebody's trying to fuck with you, or call me and let me know. I'll come out and document it. Trying to make sure nobody can tell you. I see a white picket fence up there, but I don't know if that's it. I think they're supposed to be putting a trail around this lake as well. See, it's not the safest, like, scenario in the world to be riding a bike on streets like this, especially if you got cars going both ways. I wonder if this is the picket fence he's talking about. Where he said he stays at. Will we find Isaac or not? No outlet. Turning around. This car went by. Oh yeah, that's for sure, bro. If I had one day, I'll actually just do lives and just show you around the city. I ended up on a road one time. I think I was running GoPro footage at the time. I don't even know if I still have it, because just me walking around on a street, nobody's gonna want to see. But you put some cops in there, and people go ape shit over it for some reason. Because I have seen channels on YouTube where people just drive through the town just like I'm doing now, except their shit's probably way less shaky. Likes, 8 people in there. I can see I'm losing some interest, or people got lives and other shit they're doing at the moment. But this is Winter Haven, Florida. It's in the county of Polk, the Imperial County of Polk. And don't you ever forget who your dictator is around here. There was one night. Oh, somebody else is going live too, and you're getting the notification for it. There was one night that I heard about, like, a noise complaint that was down here, and I literally stayed like riding around waiting for them to show up, and I never seen anybody show up. Either they were really busy that night, or they just decided to not deal with it. But it seems like it would have been one of those. Like, when I drove through the area, it seemed like they could have ran up in there 6, 7 deep and tried to effect a bunch of arrests. Oh, Lee Watts is in the house. Like, I didn't even read it until... Holy shit. Sterling. My dog. This is like real life shit now. What's going on? What you found? I need everybody else to quit going live now too, man. Y'all fucking up mine. I don't need all these notifications. Just riding around the city right now. I don't know how much you've been paying attention lately, but you know, working 2 jobs. I don't have a bell. If I got to get an audible sign, I'll be like, "Ski!" or some shit like that. That's all the law says. You got to give an audible signal. Or, like a hand signal or some shit like that. Eyes on the States in the house. Sterling is a personal friend, so y'all be cool. I don't need to hear anything crazy. If you don't recognize him, he's good people. Last I remember, your kids are growing up too fast on you, my dude. But that's just how that happens, ain't it? Yeah, I have all the equipment for when it gets dark. And I even brought, because my front light was malfunctioning, I even have a flashlight too. Which is what happened yesterday. What the fuck is this shit? Did you buy that at an auction or some shit? Yeah, not that Sterling. Not Deputy Sterling. My dude is far from deputized. He could cook up a good steak, though. I'll tell you that much. Just one more thumb to equal up the numbers in here. You know what I'm saying? Avenue G Northeast and 7th Street Northeast. Yeah. But I know your girl. She danced down the street from me, my dude. So I mean, you know where I'm at. If you ever want to pull up, well, shit. I ain't gonna shout out my phone number on YouTube, but you know where's to find me, Sterling. Don't do what? Okay, hold on a second. I gotta stop and see what the hell you guys are saying, because not many places. Man, we are getting it over here. Look at it, from big to little. Putting in work. It's a beautiful thing. Look at the little dude right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, they got a little bike trail. Hopefully the tracking. I'm gonna go with the traffic here. But hold on, I want to see what the hell y'all was talking about. Oh, no. No, Lee Watch, no. Not happening. Not happening at all. You know how we do it. It's a system to it, you know. All right, Ethan, take it easy. What? I'm confused now. I'm not gonna do what you said not to do. Still haven't done it. Oh, is that what's going on? Yeah. Trust me, dude. My best friend is Scam Likely. What's that tell you? I don't know if you know of Scam Likely, but that's the only. Well, actually, until I met uh, the guys of Bolt Action News Group, man. Like, that's pretty much all they called me. Now, Miss Inspector Cookie, the federal case she had went down right around here. This has got to be the worst live stream ever. Are you guys actually enjoying this? Because I'd be like, dude. Hey, I gotta say though, I do love how people in the same areas are getting together and looking out for each other and stuff. That's pretty ass, I gotta say. I mean, I'm not gonna act like we're the first ones to do so, but state by state we can affect change as a whole country. And then we got to break that down to like counties and cities, municipalities. So, trying to read the comments. Yes, and we all have to work together and support one. Of course, sir. Hey, answer me this. So I decided to do, like download the Creator Studio app again. Why is it like a different sub count on the Beta Studio than it is on the Classic Studio? Anybody know anything about that? Dude, yeah, I was watching that Lee Watch. You got a different group of shitbags, but same old, same old. I can't wait to say hi again. Yeah, every time I get in there, I always opt to go back to Classic Studio, and it makes me click the stupid fucking box again. So, another thing I'm trying to figure out is when I cuss on my channel, is it the context of how I cuss or the lack of subscribers that I have that, you know, makes it to where I can stay monetized? I think I kind of screwed myself up on a video though by, it was the live I did last night. It was all fine, and then I made it age restricted because I watched it and listened to how many times I cussed in it, and then all of a sudden it was like partial ads or whatever, which I'm not complaining. Now it's about, I'm just trying to understand the whole concept. I've been studying this YouTube thing for longer than I've had this channel, so I think we're coming up on the house. The house where the cover-up took place. I'm gonna read some comments here. Hold on. What's up, Jenny Jones? Just riding around Winter Haven again. You know how I do it. Oh yeah, I was just eyes on the state. I was telling him late, or not later, earlier that just the way he he introduced himself was like classic. I'm Tampa Cop Watch. Your government accountability. So anybody else have opinions on the name change? Like, no like? That's a good point. That's a good point. I think it has to do more with, thank you. Is this Citrus Connections actually doing this for me? Holy shit. This is the paratransit Citrus Connection bus that is the Lakeland Area Mass Transit District that I'm trespassed from. I actually just tried to email their lawyer today. And find out if I were ever to need to use the bus or ride the bus, do I face arrest? And he still thinks I'm like two other people. So he's an idiot. Public Official Accountability Oregon. That's a name I haven't seen before. How you doing, bud? New auditor? I can't go check out your channel now, but I will later. I do try to check out new people, although with a case and everything like that, I'm kind of a busy man. But I think this right here is the house where the inspector's brother did not get any help. That's why she's so passionate about what she does. It takes a whole different turn when it connects to you personally. Great, but M ad is unhappy. You lost me on that one, Dr. Sean Berry. I'm lost. Switch y'all around real quick. What up, what up? He's in a fucking hurry. Jesus. Oh, you're ADD? See if that registers. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dr. Sean Berry. I think it's going to be the last one, though. It was kind of a nickname given to me by Wrights Crispy, so it's an homage to him. And it's still a long-ass name, but people get the GA part, so it, now it's like GA, and then I have a title. Shit before too long is... God damn. Hold on a second. You got a scanner / battery / GoPro harness. Like, that's 3 different things, or it's like all wrapped into one? Oh, the harness that holds 3 things so far. Yeah, well, the backpack that I got arrested in was like ripped and shit already, and that only took like a couple months. So I bought a new one, and it's got, yeah, that little anything. To be honest with you, I'd take a fucking hoopty right now and be fine. I'm actually, I've been kicking myself for the past like year, 2 years for getting rid of my stinking Lincoln. So, but that's another story for another time. On with the bumpy ride. So, I did do a video well, I call it a video, you'll see it eventually. The first time I ever went to City Hall in Winter Haven, I was talking with well, most would call her a receptionist, but she's like a assistant of some kind, staff assistant, whatever the fancy name they give for that is. Yeah, 50cc scooters. I've even had people convince me to put a motor on here. So, but the first time I went in there, I asked them if they knew the 5 things that the First Amendment protects, and of course they had no clue. Hi, Puppy. That's a good dog. That's a good dog. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, baby. There she is. We were just by Mom's. I just showed up at the scene of the crime, Inspector. I had a change of plans. Nobody was interested when I was at 20 hours trying to do public records requests and show everybody what I've learned. Nobody wanted to hang out, so yeah. Puppy's still barking. I probably smell like dogs because I got a couple of my own. But now we're just having a little ride-along session here. Watching for all these... Well, what got me out here is there's like I guess around shift change, and there's all kind of calls coming on the scanner. For some odd reason, they had extra channels, and I could hear it really well. And so that got me out of the house. So, I mean, you know exactly where you are, right? I tried to do it as like on point, but I don't know if there's a difference in time on my alarm clock at home, my phone, and the laptop or whatever. But I was going for like 16:20 on the dot. Somebody asked me what the highlight was or something. I'm lost. I get so lost in these live chats, I have to go back and watch them. And then I'm like, oh, they say like yesterday there was that Ka something 2 in there, and I thought it was somebody that I knew personally. Like this stream, somebody that I personally know. Well, I mean, besides the ones that you know by video proof that I personally know, jumped in. But once I watched it back, I figured it out as to why I thought that person was who they were and whatever. But yeah, Puppy still wants to talk. What's the matter, baby? Good boy or girl. Inspector, the officer, when we went into the police department together, that you asked the question, I did a video where she was just parked here. And then, of course, I started filming her for literally 1 second, and then she took off. So, we're a part of the community, not apart from the community. Bye. Yeah. Did Eyes on the State, did you catch the little intro I made? And if so, your thoughts? I'm gonna sit my ass down on a bench. Son of a bench. It's also a bus stop, so I don't want there to be any confusion. Actually, let's do that. See if they might actually try to stop and pick me up. I don't even know what time it is. Let's see. Oh, it's 7. They're done rolling. They're done running. Oh, nobody. Yeah, it's it's not a audit, and it's not whatever. It just says the channel name on the video, but it's only 15 seconds. You didn't know? Showing a leg on the side of the road. That's how we got to do it. Do you think I make money on here? Yeah, it's Rick and Morty. I actually got arrested in these sucks. I've been on for 41 minutes. I got 48% battery, and like 3 different other people have went live since I've been on here. So, I mean, you bring them to me, I'll wear them. You know I will. Take some Scooby snacks too. Do I deserve one of those, or are those only for Bat Dad? That was funny reading back. That was funny reading back. So there ain't shit interesting going on over there, so I'm just gonna rap with you. Just the haps with you. Tampa Cop Watch, that means you've been watching this whole thing pantsless? What kind of shit that is? Good Lord. He says, I gotta go put some pants on, I'll be back. He must be going to the rally, or whatever. Yeah, y'all pay attention to what Pennerin, is it Piner in Florida? Or Pennerin, Florida? I'm not good at this, trying to guess ambiguous screen names. Piner. Penner would have 2 N's, correct. Yeah, take it right back to News Now South Florida. You're not still in here because you'd be shaking your head right now. Yeah, Sean Berry, she's got great FOIA tips. She's been pulling records since 2014. So she has got some good public records requests tips. There's actually the last video I did of a PRR on the 360. She went and did it, and I pinned the comment, a long list of like names and places to go look for stuff. And I watched something today on the I want to say it was Cop Watch's channel, but it was somewhere where, FDLE not having to have any reason to not sell you a firearm or any evidence of anything to deny you a firearm sale. I've said it before and I'll say it again. What kind of shit that is. So car's got lights on. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole lights thing too. So, I mean, I can talk about, if you want, what I was basically going to talk about on the live stream earlier, but I was just trying to show you at the same time with records. But for everybody in any town, any municipality, any county, you're going to want to get your, well, yes, of course you can get your 911 out of those too, but this is what I like to do. I like to know all of the law enforcement officers that are working in my area by names and badge numbers before I have to come in contact with them. I'd like to know their general orders, which would be their policies and procedures, so I can make sure that they're abiding by them. Some of these supervisors are not doing a very good job, so we have to be citizen babysitters, and that's just kind of what it's come down to. I mean, of course, we can't tell anybody what to do. They won't obey any orders of ours. But there is also a thing in their general orders about obeying orders contrary to the law, and I'm really curious if anybody would like to talk about the whole Citrus connection and me being trespassed from their thing before the 4 years that I have to figure out whether I want to make a civil case out of it or not. Really, what I want to know right now is if I need to use the bus, can I use the bus, or am I going to face arrest? I suppose I could just try it. That would be an adventure, but having one case going right now and stacking another one on top of it over a dumb decision would be literally another dumb decision. The appointment set for Lee County, a couple of their internal policies. Yeah, ask for their general orders. And Lee, watch, if you're just now starting to do like public records and stuff, be prepared to play the game, because they will play the game with you. They'll try to act like it's not open for public disclosure or some dumb shit like that when they know that it is. Or they'll try to charge you a whole bunch of money for it. I got to get some more emails out too, because there's still stuff about these officers that I'm trying to find out that did what they did to me. And we're not getting very far. They told me that I could pay a deposit of $58 and they'd start working on all the stuff. So I canceled that order and told them to just focus on this intel that they say that they want to do on me. I mean, his literal words verbatim were doing it. Oh, not this guy again. Mike, man, I'm going to try to be nice to your 11-year-old ass if you really are 11. But this is really like adult stuff. It's whatever color you want to see, you motherfucker. Some of us don't see color. Signaling, stopping. Same shit I always did before. Tampa Cop Watch. I mean, it's 7 o'clock and you just put your pants on. That's kind of an accurate statement. Well, I hope it's all good, Mike. You can make it all good. Just don't be trying to be too funny in here. If it's good, it's good, man. I'm going to give you credit where credit is due. It just seems like you're... like... I got better things to do than listen to people talk about my body weight, and I'm not even like overweight or anything. So. Critical mass. Critical mass. Oh, check this shit out, y'all. I don't know if you can see the skyline up there. Oh, God. It's so hard. That's what she said. Not getting monetized just for that joke. That's what I was trying to do, Inspector Cookie. I was going to show him how to go. I was going to use myself as an example. I mean, if anybody paid any attention, they heard my name in that arrest video, so. Yeah, I guess it depends on what your preference is, Mike, right? Guess it depends. Let's see if my buddy's home, man. Get your ass home from work, man. Shit. Yeah, basically, and this is one for Lee Watch, because you do have a vehicle, correct? Lee Watch, talking to you. Now I'm a ma'am? You motherfucker. I say that shit too, so I know that means ma'am. If it was an H at the end, it would be yesa. But you just called me a man. Usually you do pretty good. But now what I was going to tell you is you could go like Google like Lee County Clerk of Courts. You would start there. And then somewhere on their government website, they should have a way for you to view court records. And you go in there, you can type in a first and a last name. You know about yourself, but I mean, just say there's somebody you're. Oh, cool, Tampa Cop Watch. Somebody sent me I think that was Lee Watch, the pin cam too. That thing is badass. But so yeah, you go on your local county clerk of courts, find a way to look up court records. Most places now have it to where you just got to do the reCAPTCHA thing, and then it makes sure you're not a robot, and then you can go in, you enter your name, and I usually check all the boxes because you want to find out like all types of records. In Polk County, it's got like misdemeanor, felony, criminal traffic, domestic relations. There is a Masonic Lodge right there. If I can get it to focus. Yes. Then the reason I asked about the car is because I don't have a car. I guess too much. I rode my bike to the sheriff's office one time. If you guys want to see that, I think it's the video right before the bike rack enforcement task force. But I can't ride a bike to the sheriff's office and the police station every day, so sometimes I gotta work from home, you know what I mean? So I fire off a lot of emails, and sometimes when you don't want to sit and wait on those kind of records, some of the records are already on the internet, and you like when you go and film videos in these places, they tell you that kind of stuff. Although going in and physically checking on our public employees is important too, because I mean, emails are emails. Anybody can hide behind emails what they're really doing. But yeah, utilize those websites. I actually have a Roadmaster that's kind of been given to me that's sitting there, but it's a different ride, and I got to make some adjustments to it. Probably put a new whatever. This one's rideable, so I'm riding it. You know, when I first got out of the jail, I wasn't even riding the bike for a while. Just didn't even want to like. If they were going to stop me after that point, they were going to have to stop me for some kind of pedestrian bullshit, and that's kind of hard to do because I know my pedestrian laws and I know my bicycle laws too, but everybody knows uniform vehicle traffic code is like the damn Bible. There is a guy, I'm going to call him Mr. William, was my first donation. By surprise, too. I didn't even know it was happening. But if you guys will be up for a while, I mean, it is Friday night. I don't see why anybody would be going to bed all early and shit. I will get the phone charged back up. I figured out that I can go live and use the hotspot to run the laptop. And we'll get on there and this is what I was trying to do earlier, was show you guys how to find information for yourself. Show you how I found the watermark for my channel, which is Detective Navarro's face, his juvenile mugshot. Couldn't really find another picture of him, but I'm sure he wasn't going to provide it. I'm also pretty sure that Detective Rogers took a picture of me as he was asking me if I had on underwear, which they supposedly ask everybody before they take them to jail. Mainly because if you do have underwear on and they're not white, then you don't get to wear underwear. So, you got that shit going on around here. Boxer briefs. Or boxers sometimes. I haven't had a brief in a while, although I've considered buying some after that situation. But if this is what you mean by critical mass, Tampa Cop Watch, I don't, we just have bicyclists in the town. That's all. Used to shop at this store because it was the closest one to the house, except for the other one that we just passed over there. There's one clerk that just insists on being a prick every time I go in there, so you know what? I ain't finna spend my money out in. Don't care if you sell lotto tickets and all that bullshit. More terrible roads, folks. Gotta love it. Actual fuck is this thing? Check that thing out. Oh, is it? Oh, Polaris. That thing is crazy. Slingshot. Polaris Slingshot. What's up?
Yes, sir. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm out of work right now. I'm home trying to get some help, get some bread and water. Would you be kind enough to help me out with everything, please, sir?
I can see if I got something.
I mean, I can give you my number. I can help pay you back.
Well, you know, I'm like always like a paycheck from being
God bless you, brother.
homeless myself. You know what I mean?
Homeless?
No, I have a place, but I have to work 2 jobs to.
Sure.
To
What is it, a camera?
this the camera. That's the camera. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
Just the store, but I had to get it because crazy things happen to me in public.
Smart.
I'm sure you walk around, you
Yeah, I already know what
understand.
you're talking about. But I don't have a camera yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
Well, they make
Where'd you
cheap.
buy that
They
from?
make cheap FoPros too. This Walmart.
GoPro?
FoPro is like a knockoff brand of a GoPro. This is an actual GoPro,
Yes, sir.
but you could buy cheaper ones that you can carry around with you. You have if you got a cell phone
Yes, sir.
that's got a camera on it. Use that anytime you're ever in trouble, especially with like the police and stuff too.
You're right.
You know they like to mess with people that
Yeah,
don't have places to stay.
They do. They're just trying to keep the streets clean, but it's all some matters everywhere, you know. It just depends on what you're thinking. See, I think a lot, so sometimes I think it brings matter unnaturally
Yeah.
to my surroundings. You see, when I'm just sitting down thinking for some strange reason, I don't know why.
You just get out the hospital recently?
Yes, sir. I just got out yesterday.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I just went in there because I had a growing problem. I got my medicine right here, so
Okay, so you're all set.
yeah, I'm good now. Hey,
Yeah.
God bless you, brother. Let me
Hey,
say
no
a prayer
problem.
for you.
Okay. My name.
God,
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
God asks you to just please, Father God, bring your spirit of clarity, Father God. You bring your spirit of awareness, your strength to this brethren here, Father God. He is a chosen vessel, Father God, for your word, Father God. I ask you to just bring upon his life strength, prosperity, and wealth, and blessings of love. In your name I pray, God Almighty, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. That was beautiful words, man. What's
Yes,
your
sir.
name?
I'm real. Benny Hunter, sir.
I'm Corey. Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you, sir. I appreciate the blessing, sir. It will come back a billion-fold.
Hey, man. Everybody's needed help at some point in time. You know what I mean? And you gave a total different approach than a lot of other people. That's
been
what
through
it's
a lot, sir.
all about approach, man. Some people come up and just I know a story when somebody's make up a story. You know what I'm saying?
I'm really going through it.
I can see
Last
that.
night I slept, and some people trying to stepped over me as I woke up in the morning trying to steal my stuff. So it was rough. I got a buggy full of my clothes, my Bible and stuff with me.
Yeah.
But they stole my stuff. At least I got my Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. And ID and wallet and stuff. Some people stole everything I've had before.
Do you can you take down my number?
I ain't got no pen on me, but
I do actually. Hold on.
If you can write it down,
I'll give
that'd
it to
be
you.
great.
If you ever are in any trouble
Yes, sir.
with, I mean, I know you see it as they're trying to keep the streets clean or whatever, but in a lot of ways too, the system kind of creates homelessness. So, because I have cameras, if I can get there, I like to document it, make sure everybody's safe, nobody's being violated, nothing like that. That's basically what I do, and I upload it and disseminate it to the public on YouTube. It's live right now. There's 3 people still watching. There you go, brother. You say it was
Benny Hunter.
Benny Hunter. Okay. Benny.
Boy.
Yes, sir. I'm bad with names, but I'll remember your face if I see you. GA. That's my name on YouTube.
All right.
The Gladdy Auditor.
I hope you get a billion subscribers.
We're getting there, but
We're
you
getting
know,
there.
it's not about. I mean, it's about getting the
Doing you.
message out, but we're trying to get change
Yes, sir.
affected.
I
You know, that's all.
It depends on how you market it. You know, you got to kind of create flyers and stuff like that, and get the word out, and
Yeah.
get people watching.
Yeah, I got some. I've been doing a lot of cross promotion on social media and stuff like that.
I'll definitely spread the word.
I want to try to get some cards made out so I can give cards out like
sir.
instead of handing out pieces of paper like it just did.
Well, this is great. This is where it starts right here.
Yeah.
This is the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
But what I'll do is I'll spread the word, sir, so we get
Thank
as
you
many
very
subscribers
much,
as possible, sir.
and I hope
It's about change. You're right.
your luck changes real fast for you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank
Okay.
you, sir. God bless you,
All right,
sir.
I'll see you around, man.
Yes, sir. You will.
All right, man.
All right. Have
Take
a
it
great
easy.
night, sir.
You do the same. Well, I guess I lost everybody there. There's critical mass going on. My battery's about to die anyway. I don't do that all the time, but that guy, he wasn't just like everybody else that comes in asking me for money. I've had people ask me for money. And if I can, I try to help, but I can't help all the time. I just happen to have it this time. Shit, I haven't even eaten yet today. I had